La 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 la. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hello, welcome. Oh man, when was our last stream? It's been a while, hasn't it? Hey everyone, how's it going? Hello. Hello, Taro VT. Hello, thank you for the follow. Hello, Southern. At the fancy schmancy convention. It wasn't always fancy schmancy, you know. I've been going to. If you don't know, I just came back from Offkai. Oh wow, the stream title. I just got back right from Offkai Gen 5, and I've been at Offkai since Gen 2. So it wasn't always fancy schmancy. It was once upon a time. It was a very small convention. It was a very, very, very small convention, but it's grown quite fast, quite rapidly. I'm very happy about that, seeing where it came from. I was not there for Gen 1. Where it was ghetto. Sorry, I was adjusting my seat. It was very ghetto, but like, it's grown so much. Your avatar froze? No, I was just looking away. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I was looking at another girl. I apologize. And I also apologize that I didn't take very many photos. I'm sorry, I probably should have taken more photos, but I did not take very many photos. I apologize. Lol. But yeah, how is everyone? I missed you guys. It's been I was gone even before Offkai, right? And I've been gone even since before Offkai. Welcome back. Did you take her out for dinner? Which girl? I took very many people out for dinner. Which person are you referring to? I'm sorry. It's not that like I asked anyone out. It is more like I was made to take people out. I guess I was made to take people out. Nah. You got to know Hakuya never asks people out. It just sort of happens, and then I have to deal with it. Welcome back. Thank you. Watching the new Balan Island podcast drop like 30 minutes ago. Sexton's next. Oh, is that I can't wait to put her in her maid outfit. Oh, God. Which one did you pick as your girlfriend? You know what's so funny? You know, Southern, you know what's so funny? So like, you know, VTubing, right, is well known to be a female dominated industry or niche or what have you. You sound flustered. I am very flustered. I was out all day and I just got back home. Honestly, I didn't get a lot of sleep and I'm still recovering. So I'm a little bit flustered. Yes, I'm a little bit flustered. But anyways, well known to be female hello to you too. Oh, I didn't see that I was female dominated. Jesus. I said the industry, not me. I know a lot of guys would love to be dominated by a woman, but not me, all right? I'm normal. I want to have a normal platonic relationship with women, all right? I'm above and she's below and yeah, I don't want her to be on top. I don't want mommy dommy goth GF. I'm not like that, okay? Ask them if they want to go for a poly for a harem. No. Oh my God. Okay, so hello Chibide. Hello Vegas. Hello Koi Hi. No. Hi Koi Hi. Hello Koi Hi. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. You like sextans. You want mommy dommy goth GF. Sextans is not mommy dommy goth GF. Sextans is like the handsome boy that you put in a dress because she is so handsome, but then when you put her in a dress, she's so hot. So it's like that kind of like weird like gap-moy dichotomy makes it so good, right? Someone who's normally very, very dom is like submissive to you, not because they're submissive usually, but because like they're doing it to please you, which is like wow. Okay, sure. I'm sorry. I can be normal. I didn't mean to go on that tangent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, stop licking. Stop it. Anyways, so funny story about like did I ask her out or like did I take her out to dinner? See, he gets it. Like, oh my god, the fucking Flayon going like, I like women who are mean to me. I don't know if you guys have seen like Flayon put out a Twitter post. It was like, I like women who are mean to me. When they like try to like when they're like mean to me, like I get put on this edge and I wanna like reverse their decision of me. I wanna like struggle against that, and I'm like, oh, okay, Flayon, okay, all right. I understand Flayon's opinion, but like Flayon kind of he only included half of it. He did not include like he's describing tsundere, right? And maybe his own masochism, but like see. He's describing tsundere, but like he's describing tsun. He's not describing the dere part of the tsundere, right? The good part about women who are mean to you is that you persevere to make them like you, right? And then in that process of changing their opinion and having them defrost that and getting the sweet side of them, that is where the joy is, okay? It's like feeling discouraged because like she called you trash or below her, and then like making her regret that decision, and then reversing the roles. All right, okay, understand? It's called being a switch. Oh, god damn it, fuck. Anyways, shit, I was not supposed to go on that kind of tangent. So the thing about like, you know, did I ask her out to dinner and all that? Funny thing about that, so like most of the people in there are it's mainly women, right? In VTubing, so like I meet a lot of women, and every time I hung out with a woman, like a girl, right? Every time I hung out with a girl, when we weren't in a group and it was just me and the girl, everybody just automatically assumed we were dating. There was a few people that I hung out with, who were like either my roommates or they were my hotel neighbors, because we all booked our hotel rooms as a group, so we're all in the same hotel and we were close to each other. And you know, in the mornings and at night we would like if someone was missing like say heat protectant for their hair, they didn't have heat protecting hairspray, like I brought mine, so I would drop down and I'd be like, hey, you can have some of mine. And you know, and then sometimes it's like, oh, they had water, so I would go to their place and I would grab water from them, because like my room was running out of water. So it was like a really like community like support group sort of deal. And so some of the people in there were women, right? And whenever I was alone with any of these women, like, you know, walking around the con, or like say at Park Con, which if you don't know, there's a park right outside of the convention center where people like to go out at night to party. I brought a friend there and everybody just assumed that we were dating. Everybody just assumed we were dating, which, okay, wow. I did not realize at some point I reached normie status like that. I did not realize. When did this happen? So this is like going off of like what I think are assumptions, is that like I am charming enough and or attractive enough that I could be seen as someone's boyfriend. It really, see, like it felt really good too, right? It felt weird, but it also felt really good. I didn't want to be rude to my friend, but like I think they were kind of a little bit drunk, so like they didn't really notice, so I didn't bring it up, right? I would just like, my whole way of going about life is to try not to rock the boat as much as I can. So if someone thinks that I'm dating someone, I'll just like let them say a couple comments and like not continue that train of of dialogue that I won't continue that conversation, but I'll just let it happen. And you know, when you don't force it, right, to stop, people like will get it out of their system, right? but you know, it was kind of an ego booster. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Koi Hi. I'm not weird. Koi Hi. I'm not weird. Please don't hate me. Hakia heading over to the NSFW stream. I'm not. What the? All right. NSW. There's no NSFW experiences. How many women is this one guy dating? I'm not Saikuno. It's okay, Hakia. I understand. Oh, thank you. That's a relief. I would really hate if Koi Hai started thinking of me as a bad man, bad boy, bad person. Yeah. So. You always support me. Thank you. Man, where do we even begin with this Offkai recap? Guys, how do people usually start Offkai recap streams? How do they usually start? Even if you convert to a new religion, have multiple wives. Why would I need to convert to a new religion for that? In Sunraven society, okay, it's kind of frowned down upon. It's kind of looked down upon, but it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's not normal to have multiple wives. That being said, my uncle who has 3 wives, I think he's kind of a piece of shit. So, start the Rising Crow religion. I think people start from beginning usually. I mean, like before I went to Offkai, right? I was actually cosplaying. Yeah, I was cosplaying at Offkai. And actually, I sewed my own cosplay. And actually, Koi Hai here was one of the people who gave me a lot of pointers and tips and instruction when it came to making my cosplay. So what happened? I don't know if I want to say what my cosplay was or reveal what my cosplay was. I will just say it was a form of dress. It was a form of feminine dress, but I dare say I looked really handsome in it. And I bought one off of AliExpress, a Chinese made costume off of AliExpress. It was the wrong size for me, for one. I picked like a large and it was still too small. And the stitching was really, 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 really fucking poor. It was like just terrible. Like the person didn't even try. I thought, Chinese, it would be fully automated. It was not automated. It was made by a person very poorly. And I was so frustrated with the material, so frustrated with the stitching that I just said, fuck it. We are going to build this cosplay on our own. I'm just going to start from ground up and make my own cosplay. My very first time cosplaying was born out of frustration and spite of feeling like I got ripped off by the Chinese. or at least a specific, very dubious Chinese workshop. So Koi Hai helped me out with a lot with that. It was very confusing. It was very scary. When I was sewing the cosplay, my head was exploding because I was trying to figure out, oh yeah, I bought a sewing pattern, right? So it's like instructions for sewing. But I couldn't find any in English, so I bought them from a Japanese store. And the instructions were very thorough, but because I had never sewn anything in my life before, I was very, I didn't understand. And also the Japanese was, sewing specific Japanese, so I'd never read this type of Japanese in my life. I had to look a lot of things up in the dictionary. I had to look up a lot of videos, which is really good because the Japanese store where I bought the sewing patterns from, they have so many tutorials. They have a step-by-step written tutorial, and every time there's a technique in there, they would actually link you to a video where they would teach you how to use the technique. And And it took a while because I couldn't understand what they were doing exactly. Sometimes they'd have Japanese floating on the text and I wouldn't know what it meant. So I'd have to like look it up, and then I'd have to like go look it up in English and see like what they do in the English websites, and then look back at the Japanese ones to see what exactly they were doing. And it was very, 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 my head was melting. My brain was melting. For 2 whole weeks straight, I was doing nothing but sewing. My friends were lambasting me, telling me, "Oh, Hakuya, you have free time now. You should be recording shorts. You know, you should be making content." And I completely forgot about that because I was sewing. Hello there, Softer Bunny. Hello. I'm talking really fast right now. I'm talking incredibly fast right now. Bye, chat. I'm going to call 911 to see what they do about my foot injury. It's not little. Okay. Thank you, Thunderhoof. Thank you. I hope your foot injury is okay. Okay. Anyways, spite is a strong motivator. It is incredibly strong. You did well, thank you. Only because you're here. Fucking Saikuno. Oh no, technical words. You know what to say. You reap what you sow, and I sowed quite a lot. Record yourself in shorts that are short, very short. What's up, Ponytail? Hello, OBK. I'm just retelling where we're just talking about like what happened leading up to my Offkai experience and why I wasn't streaming. I was sewing my own cosplay. How can you slow down? You sound like an exciting sports. Man, FIFA just ended, didn't it? FIFA just ended. What happened last time? Oh yeah, I think I was talking about my Raven relatives, my Raven family, who the extended family who came to Canada to to visit and whatnot, and it was that was an experience that I don't want to do again. Not because I hate my family, but because like I don't like going out every single goddamn day. I would like to avoid going out every day. Okay, I get tired very easily. Okay, settle down. So okay, I actually was sewing my cosplay, right? Pretty much up until I had to go take my flight to America to what was it? Up until I had to take my flight to San Jose. And you know, the flight itself was not very eventful. It wasn't very eventful at all. It was very simple. I got there, I got on my plane, I flew out. Easy. You know, on the plane I just slept. Like when I woke up, I got to the airport. Okay, something I will say that was very frustrating was when I landed at San Francisco International. My luggage was not in the terminal where I landed. I don't know why, but it just wasn't. And like the terminal carousels, or the luggage carousels, the baggage carousels, that room is freaking massive. It takes like I think a good 5 minutes just to walk through the luggage carousel. I walked through the entire thing until like I just finally decided to talk to an information desk, which, by the way, there's like I wanted to like look at the information desk, but all the kiosks were like airline kiosks. They weren't actually like the information desk. So I walked from the beginning where the information desk was, and I walked all the way to the end, and I walked all the way back, asked the information desk, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your luggage is in a different terminal." So I had to then walk to the next terminal, and I grabbed my stuff very quick, and then I got on the Cal train, which I love the Cal train. It's very nice. Derridon station where you get off the BART and go into the Cal train. The elevators still smell like piss. They should really fix that. I think half of the elevators were broken. They don't have escalators for some fucking reason. They need to fix that. The Caltrain was nice. It was noticeably more packed. The previous year when I went and took the Caltrain, it was actually completely empty. It was completely empty, but I don't know why. Maybe they advertised it a lot, but in the past year, so many people have decided that they now like the train, and it is full. I couldn't even get a seat. And when I did get a seat, they advertised that, every single seat has a power outlet so you can charge your phone. So, that's what I tried to do. I tried to plug it in, my phone charger, and, it didn't charge. So I thought, that's funny. Okay, so I tried again, and it kept falling out. So I'm like, wait. So then I just apparently you have to force it in. You have to really jam it in. You have to jam it in as hard as you can. I will not make a metaphor for that. You'll just have to think of it on your own. But I jammed it in, and still my phone would not charge, and my phone has 10% charge. I did not charge it on the plane because I couldn't find the outlet on the plane, because the outlets on the plane, even if you do plug it in, right? They're so loose. They're like your grandma's folded meatloaf or whatever. It is so loose. It will never stay in. It cannot charge your phone. Don't even bother trying. So I tried to charge it on a Caltrain, and it turns out almost all of the outlets on the Caltrain are broken. So I looked it up online, and on Reddit, people were saying, the outlets with the blue stickers on them are broken. So I walked around the aisle of the entire train car, and I looked, by the way, the outlets are put underneath the seats and recessed a lot. So you really have to do a sumo, you have to do a yoga move in order to even see the outlet. And they all had blue stickers. So I don't know what happened. These Caltrains are brand new. They're 1 year old. But all the power outlets are broken. I don't know what happened. Maybe some con artists or whatever ran into the train, and they've been unscrewing the outlets and stealing the electronics. I don't know what's going on, but they're all broken. How? California, how do you do this shit? It hasn't even been a year since these trains have come into service. How did you break them all? Were they going to forward? No, they weren't. It's just that they weren't going to forward my luggage. It's just that the luggage for my airline was sent to a carousel that's different from where I landed, because apparently at San Francisco airport, the luggage is not based on where you land. It's not based on which gate your plane lands at. It's based on your airline, which is really ridiculous. I'm never going back to Cali. Yeah, please don't. Please don't go back to Cali. My phone was edging low battery the entire weekend. Yeah. I could see how that would happen. So many homeless, and why you wait so long for service? My elevators smell like piss. Oh my god. So I got there. I got to the, I got off. I got on the VTA. What's called? I got on the VTA. They changed the transfer at Diridon Station. They changed the walkway. You still have that very long ramp because they're too lazy to install an elevator or escalator. They can't fucking afford it or something. I don't know. But now you don't have to walk in a giant S loop. You just walk up the ramp and you will arrive at the light rail station, at the tram station. I took the tram. My hotel was the Signia Hotel, which was not. Last year I was at the Hyatt, which was which was one of the hotels attached to the convention center. This year I was at the Signia, which is farther away, but the tram station was right next to it. So I got off the tram, I got up into my room, I found my roommates, and we did all that and that. Day 0 was pretty uneventful, I guess. I can't say very much happened, but I did, we posted a status, I think. We posted a status update. If you look at my Twitter, I'm not going to put it up on stream. I'm lazy. If you want to do it, if you want to follow along, just look at my Twitter. I didn't do a lot of posts. I didn't do very many posts. Let me try to remember what happened on day 0. We went to Denny's. Yeah, I went to Denny's with Azure Sniper, who is the conductor of the Vtuber Symphony Orchestra. Very talented man, very stressed out, but he is very cool. I love him. I think he and I are very good friends now. He's actually he's actually my roommate, but more on that later. He found roommates and they did that and that. Hey. My roommates are all men, okay? So I was with them. I was with Tyrukin, who is a video editor. He's a clipper. And I was with Jack Neko. Jack Neko's not really... He doesn't really stream on Twitch anymore, but he's a Roblox streamer, so take that as you will. And Inari. We just went out for late night Denny's. I think it was like midnight at that point. And I think we all just decided to get chicken tendies. It's so funny. It is so funny to me that we went to this Denny's because I've actually eaten at this Denny's before at a previous Offkai. But that time I went to this Denny's for work, and I remember everybody complaining to our employer. Everybody, all the workers complaining to the employer that Denny's was ass. Everybody said Denny's was shit, but I think because we all ordered chicken tenders, it was pretty easy eating. Yeah, if you look at the photo we took, Inari's got her very wonderful, nice blue nails, and I have my yaoi hands. And some asshole in the corner is like giving us the finger. Like we're all doing the zoomer heart, right? We're all doing the zoomer heart. And some dude in the corner just decided to give us the finger. Hello there, Neano. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hi. Hello. Thank you for dropping. It was so nice to meet you. Likewise. It was very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. I remember Denny's chicken be all right. Yeah, the chicken was pretty all right. It was dry as hell, but like, when it's deep fried, you don't really tell the difference. I will say these chicken tenders were massive. I don't think chicken tenders are supposed to be that big. I think there might be something going wrong with American chickens that their tenders are so fuck-ass huge. You did do... Hey, Azure! You did do that and that. We had such a fun time. So all annoys me. Oh my god, please don't fucking... remind me. Please don't remind me. Is rooming with a clipper like being in a band and rooming with the drummer? So like Tyru was not my roommate. Tyru was in the room next to my room. And Inari was Tyru's roommate. Right? So we were, man, this is so funny. Fucking Azure is such a fucking, Azure Sniper is such a goddamn troll. Yeah, we made a lot of, so on the day one, right, we're all like a bunch of stupid boys, right? So, Inari and Tyru are really tired, so they just wanted to sleep, because they've been traveling, all day. But me and Azu, and Azure, we were just... We had so much energy that we were chatting until like 2 a.m. or something. And half the time during that 2 a.m., we knew that Inari was really tired, but we didn't care and we just started moaning. Senpai, no, stop it, senpai, I'm so sorry, Nari. I'm so sorry, Tyru. I had an arrangement with Tyru that he was going to start helping me make clips, but I think I must have pissed him off so much that he probably hates me now, and for disturbing his sleep like that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know if it was day one. Or if it was day two. Maybe it was day two. Very normal. I am so normal, guys. I am so normal. Aki has a clipper. I am trying to get a clipper. Engineer tenders. Oh, hi. It's Koi Hard. It is Koi Hard. The hardest. Yeah. But yeah, I did not room with Clipper. I roomed with the orchestra conductor, which was so cool. It was so cool getting kicked out of my own room at 9 a.m. So that the orchestra could practice their songs. My bad. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me because the previous year at the Hyatt, Azure Sniper was our neighbor in the Hyatt. He was like 1 or 2 rooms down from us, and as we were passing through one day, we could hear them rehearsing for their performance. Which, by the way, last year, the Vtuber Symphony Orchestra's performance was inside the main hall itself, and it was beautiful. It was so fucking beautiful. I like wanted to cry last year. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was good this year too, but like, man. Hey, Azir, I know we hung out with some of the singers, right? I know we hung out with, what was it, Fuka and Vampire Odessa. Was that on day 0 or was that on day 1? I don't remember. I remember they came over to our room to like, and like, oh my god, when we like first arrived at the room, he held up this like fancy box, this fancy cardboard box and it's like padded inside, and there's this like fancy bottle of whiskey. I don't even know how much that whiskey costed, but he was showing it off, and I was like, oh my god, that looks amazing. He's not thinking of sharing it with us, is he? And he's like, yeah, hey guys, want to try it? And I'm like, what the fuck? Day 1? Okay, day 1. Yeah, so that was the day where we went out and we went to go pick up our passes, right? Yeah. We went out to go pick up our passes. Which, by the way, this year, Offkai was sharing its venue, the convention center, with another convention. It was being shared with like the CrossFit Championships or something. $330 bottle of Armagnac. It was really good, by the way, guys. It was really freaking good. It was so good. It was so good. Hello there, Mail. Hello, Mail. You should have gone to You really should have gone to Offkai. Hey, Mail. I think you should apply to VTSO. I think you would be amazing. Just saying. Thank God I got headphones in at work. You're very high energy. I was out all day and I had coffee and bubble tea and tea, and I've just moving a lot. I've just been moving a lot. Which, by the way, this morning I got my eyebrows threaded for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know my eyebrows could be that beautiful. I should have done this before I went to Offkai. I should have done this before I got to Offkai. Wouldn't get into VTSO. Don't say that, Mail. Don't say that. I think you're amazing. Does VTSO even have a percussionist right now? That and a good old buzzball. It was so much different. It was so different. Right? Usually, like, with whiskeys, you know, you expect a certain amount of, like, burning, you know? And I do like my whiskeys burning, but, like, the Armagnac was so easy to drink. It was so smooth. It was refreshing, even. Did you go to the CrossFit Championships down in your downtown? I don't think I could go in. I don't think I could go in. I miss your twin so bad. I miss your twin, too. I miss your twin. When I got there, I looked so normie. Someone asked me if I was going to the CrossFit Con. I met a couple people that are like that. My Yuna, our Yuna. Okay, our Yuna. Yeah. So, because of that, the badge pickup was not inside the convention hall. It was inside there's a building on the south side that looks like a giant aircraft hangar. And, you know, when we got there, we had to walk all the way around it. Luckily, if you are hugging the building, there's enough shade that you're not getting hit directly by the sun. But it was still really hot. It was still really fucking hot. And I wore too much clothes, which was my bad. I did not acclimate to... I did not realize how hot it would be. But, you know, while I was waiting, I saw this pink-haired twink. This pink-haired twink carrying a Otoharu Ryo standee and walking across from where I was. Like, he walked like right past me, and I'm like, and in my heat exhaustion stupor, I did not realize, oh wait, that's Otoharu Ryo. No, what I thought in my head was a poink. What I thought in my head was like, oh wow, that girl must be such a dedicated Otoharu Ryo cosplayer. She looks exactly like how I would imagine Otoharu Ryo would look like if he was a real person who cosplayed himself. She looks exactly like that, you know, with the slight differences between like 2D and 3D, right? She looks exactly like how I would imagine Otoharu Ryo would be if he was dressing up as himself. And I'm like, and you know, as they pass along, I DM Rio. I'm like, hey man, I just walked around one of your fans carrying your standee. They look really good. And Rio is like, oh, that's me. And I'm like, ah shit. I was so fucking embarrassed. I was so embarrassed because I did not walk up to them and be like, hey, can I like take a photo with the Rio standee? I was so exhausted and I was waiting in line that I did not even consider like walking up and saying, hey, can I take a photo? Right? And for the rest of the con, I did not see Rio. And I did not seek out Rio because I was too embarrassed that I didn't recognize him. I still need to send an apology. I still need to message him and send an apology. I really wanted to meet Rio. I really, really, really did. Aminox sounds like a mobile suit. It does, doesn't it? The heat wave has been nuts. I've been taking a break recording right now because it's over 32. Oh my god. It's kind of crazy because like in California, it's so hot in the day, but then as soon as it goes to 6 p.m., it cools down so fast. That doesn't happen in Canada. In Canada, it's hot in the morning and it stays hot until like 4 a.m. Also, can I say like, on that day, someone was posting this meme of TM Revolution. It was a weather forecast saying that it was getting, 40 degrees, right, Celsius, which is like over 100 degrees, like 110 degrees maybe, and they mashed it up with a TM Revolution dancing to Hot Limit. I just found that so fucking funny. You acknowledge his trickness. I thought it was a girl. I legit thought it was a girl cross-dressing. But yeah, we got back to our room after we got our passes. The wait wasn't that bad. It was like 1 hour maybe, and most of the time we were sitting in shade, so it's much better than Anime Expo, for example, right? I actually met some friends while I was in line, right? I met Lei Shen, who I'd actually met before in previous Offkais. We sat down, I think, in the courtyard during Offkai Gen 2, I think, and we just someone handed us a bottle of soju, so we just started doing soju shots, even though like none of the people at the table knew each other. We're just like, all right, let's just sit down and do some shots. That's like literally what Offkai Gen 2 was like. It's like everybody there's a VTuber. We're, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to socialize. We don't know how to talk. So we just sit down, to take shots of a bottle that some random person gave us with complete strangers. Sorry, I need some water. Which, by the way, Lei Shen was cosplaying and he looked absolutely gorgeous. That man is a very pretty man. He knows how to do his makeup. He knows how to do his hair. He knows how to dress well. Good looking man. You know how to socialize? Could have fooled me. I do not know how to socialize. I don't know how to socialize, but I think I'm getting better at it. I think I'm getting better at channeling my awkwardness in a way that makes people like me. You can't be more embarrassed than Rio is by existing as Rio. He definitely is. I saw him once from afar when I was in line, otherwise I didn't see him at all. What else? So yeah, after that we were just really tired. I don't remember where we went, if we even went out for dinner. Oh yeah, so on day 0, so I arrived on Wednesday, which was day -1, right? Day -1. The next day was day 0, which was badge pickup day. And then I think after that, we got some kind of dinner. I don't remember what the dinner was. Got some kind of dinner. And then we headed back to our hotel room. And then I think at that point, Azure cracked open the $330 bottle of whiskey and was like, let's invite some girls. It's too gay in here. Let's invite some girls. So we got Fukahide and we got Vampire Odessa, and they came to our room and we started drinking. And the whiskey was really freaking good. I think earlier in that day, Odessa and Fuka were already drinking, so they were kind of already a little bit woozy, right? They were already a bit woozy, so they didn't drink that much. It was mostly me and Adzer who were drinking. What was it? Yeah, whiskey. Whiskey was really fucking good. It was so damn good. It was refreshing, and I had known about Vampire Odessa. I am not sure if I ever DM'd Odessa before, and I think Odessa knew about me, but like we've never had a conversation before properly, so we just started chatting about like all sorts of things. By the way, guys, Vampire Odessa, her Japanese is amazing. I think her Japanese is better than mine. Like, genuinely, I think her Japanese is better than mine. She has, what do I call it? She has the Japanese rhythm. She knows how to speak Japanese in a very fluent manner. Even if she doesn't know all the words to everything, the way she speaks is very reminiscent of like how a Japanese celebrity would actually talk. Like, she talks like a Japanese idol. Like, she enunciates in such a way that's like interesting and bright and energetic. And I think it's because Vampire Odessa used to watch like a lot of idol like variety shows and stuff. So like, it's as soon as you meet her, and she was very happy to be speaking Japanese. Like, she spent that entire night only speaking Japanese, even though I was the only one who could understand what she was saying. Okay, Azure knows a little bit of Japanese. Jack doesn't really know Japanese that well, and I don't think Fuka really knows Japanese either. So Odessa was mainly speaking with me. I think she said that she hadn't had practice speaking Japanese in a long time, so she was very happy to be able to speak it with someone. She said she was very out of practice, but I didn't believe that at all. I think her Japanese was amazing. Can't imagine any food or drink being worth $330. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Definitely not like a drink that you drink just for fun. It's definitely like a special occasion whiskey. はけ日本語を話せるように教えてください。いや、教えたいけど、oh man, Guys, have I ever told you? I was originally taught Japanese by a cult. Like, I know, like, I'll save that as a story for another time, but just sit it in your head that Yatsuno Hake was groomed by a Japanese cult. This was definitely a special occasion, not just one drink. The entire bottle. Okay, you didn't drink the entire bottle. I think you saved some of it for your orchestra members, right? I want to teach you male, but like, I don't think my way of teaching would be very good. I'm not a good teacher. Let's study my Japanese akachan poi desu. Sokka, naruhodo. I think you mentioned the cults, but I'm not sure about learning the Japanese part. Yeah, I don't think I spoke about it on stream before. I want to make a short out of it. That's what Tyra's gonna work on. Where I explain how I learned Japanese originally from a cult. Sorry, I need some water. It's insane lore. So yeah, it was really fun. We partied until like 2 or 3 a.m. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so we got back, after badge pickup. I finished eating dinner, right? And then I was really tired. I didn't sleep very much the previous day, right? So I got in the shower. I shampooed my hair. I blew dry my stuff. I put on my PJs, And then Azure walks into the room and he's like, "Hey man, can I invite some people over to drink with us?" And I'm like, he said, and I quote Azure saying, "For just a few drinks." That was at around midnight. He's like, "For just a few drinks." By the time Fuka and Vampire at Odessa left our hotel, it was 3 a.m. I put on clothes because we weren't sure if we were going to be moving to a different hotel, if we were going to go to Vampire at Odessa's room, or if they were going to come to ours. We didn't know, so I was just told to put on my clothes, so I did, and in the end, I didn't have to, so I should have just stayed in my PJs. Man, I was so ready to sleep. I was on my bed. I was on my bed when they came in, and I was like, oh. Just a few drinks. It's such a party, bro. Sure, it was just a few drinks. We just talked a lot. I mean, it was good whiskey. It was really good whiskey. So, we sent Fukuhide and Odessa on their way at 3 a.m. Which, honestly, that sounds really bad. I probably should have... I learned my lesson, I got yelled at for not, sending them home, walking them home gently. I got... Both me and Azure got yelled at for not walking the women home gently. So, yeah, we learned our lesson in the next couple days. We did do that. We properly walked the women home so that nothing would happen to them. Who did the yelling? It was Fuka. Fuka yelled at us. And you know what? Fair. We're men. We should be taking care of the women. My bad. I'll do better. We all got yelled at. Yeah. Jack didn't get yelled at. Fucking cat boy. What the betrayer. I'll take care of the woman next time. Who's gonna take care of you? So that was day 0. Day 1. What happened in day 1? Day 1 day 1 was the day when the Sakura market, when the Japanese convenience store had its grand opening. That's why it was closed the previous day. At its grand opening, me and all my roommates and hotel mates all went to the market during the grand opening. They were handing out free stuff too. They're handing out like laundry detergent, snacks, and whatnot. The selection's actually really good. So next year, if you guys decide to go to Offkai, please consider going to the Sakura market. They have like oh my god, they have so much stuff there. Like they have food service, they have sushi, like fresh sushi wraps, they have bentos that they're selling, they have Pocari Sweat, they have all sorts of imports, they have beauty products, they have a ramen making station. They have like 4 fully equipped ramen stations where you can make your own like not instant ramen, but like the packaged ramen. You can make it and customize it and add whatever toppings and sauces you want. And they also have a tea bar where they will make tea for you. They will like make really good tea for you. So I've been to Japanese markets that have all sorts of things, that have delis, that have stuff, but I've never been to a Japanese market that has everything. This is like a full service, everything Japanese market. I think calling it a Japanese konbini is such a is not properly recognizing how sophisticated and full service this market is. Still proceed to yell at me. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Azure. You didn't deserve that. So like, we got our breakfast / lunch. I think that's the day. Yeah. So day 1, so Friday, is the day where Azure had to kick me and Jack out of our room so that the orchestra could play. And I remember basically jumping out of my bed, clearing the way, cleaning everything up. And then opening. Basically, I had to open the door like 8 times for the orchestra members to go in and practice, right? I actually left some of my Peipago, the Chinese cough syrup. I left it there for the orchestra members because I knew that they would. I knew that they would need it. You guys are such good friends. Yeah, we're such good friends. I got kicked out of my room. Do you know how to do a proper tea ceremony? I've never been the host, right? But I have experienced proper tea ceremony. I went to Japanese high school and I did go to the Japanese high school tea club and I participated a few times in the ceremony. Yeah, so I do have that experience. You're still nice. Yes. Azur's like, because like at this point, right? I think what happened was that Azur was supposed to wake up, but for some reason his alarm clock didn't go off, and by the time he woke up, it was already like the designated rehearsal time. So Azur did not have food, he did not have water, but he decided he was going to do the recital anyways. He was going to do the rehearsal anyway, come rain or shine. So he did that. I got some food for him at the market and I brought it back up. By the time we got up, the rehearsal was over. So, and Azur looked so exhausted. He looked so tired. So I got him his food. I got his drinks. I got him the CC lemon that he loves so much. I like CC lemon too. What was the thing with blue Pikmin? Blue Pikmin? What's blue Pikmin? Are you in the orchestra? No, I am not in the orchestra. I am just Azur's goofy roommate. I am not in the orchestra. So, I went, day one, first thing I do is I go with my friends we split up, Inari, Tyru, Jack, Azur, and everybody. We all split up. Azur's still in his room. I don't think Azur, was able to experience the con until, day 2 or day 3. He was fully focused on just doing the orchestra performance that he did not give himself any leisure time at all. There's an Offkai choir with a guy in a blue choir. Oh, okay. So the Offkai choir and the Vtuber Symphony Orchestra are different organizations. I did not go to the choir's event, so I don't know what they were doing. I actually haven't seen Offkai live yet either. So I still need to check that out. So I don't know anything about the blue Pikmin guy, but I will look him up. So yeah, I go through the vendors halls, and this year, so in previous year, the vendors and the artist alley were separate, right? And in last year, all the Itasha cars, right? All the anime cars, the anime girl cars were inside the vendors hall, but this year they are in the south hall, which is also where they keep the arcade machines and where we did badge pickup. But I'm walking around artist alley and we're walking around vendors and artist alley are the same area. It's a big, open, pretty well ventilated place. It wasn't that crowded. I mean, it was still crowded, but it wasn't unbearable. I walk around and I noticed something. And I noticed that when I'm walking around, I think the west side, or at least the left side, when you go in the hall, I found a booth, and it was called KK Cyber. And I'm like, that's funny. KK Cyber is my V sister. But KK Cyber is not, she's not an artist, is she? I don't remember KK Cyber being an illustrator. Or am I mistaken? Maybe she is an illustrator, and I just don't know anything about my own sister. And, I go and I buy actually, I'll just show you. Let me save this image. Let me save this image. I know I said that I wasn't going to post anything on the stream because lazy, but maybe I take that back. I've decided to stop being lazy. Why is this thing so big? So I go and I decided to buy this very, very charming looking notebook. Apparently, KK was on a trip, and she took a lot of very beautiful photos. And the notebook, that's like the cover of the book. It says like Den no Tenshi Jiyusho or something like that. So it's like, you know, Electric Angel notebook made by KK. Which, by the way, this notebook it's in the size of what a typical Japanese stationery notebook would be. So it really was your sister, yeah. It really was my sister. And I got this sticker sheet as well. I got their card. And, you know, I walked over to where I knew Min's mama was, and Min's mama gave me KK and Guinevere. What do you call these? Charms? These keychain charms. And they were really nice. They were really nice. One day I'm going to have a Min's Graph produced keychain and charm. One day I will be big enough that I can have that. But for now, I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy. I'm just a silly boy with great big dreams and aspirations, but like none of the actual flair that you need as a performer. So one day I'll have that. These are both very wonderful charms. I keep them on my bag at all times now. I want to carry my sisters with me everywhere I go. So someone posted a really nice card capture Sakura print by Mints. Yes, he did make one. You know, and basically I just spent the rest of the day walking around. Oh, I believe this was the day I was also in cosplay. I was in cosplay this day as well. And I was looking around, and I think I found a couple friends. I think oh yeah, I was in cosplay, and I was with another friend. Her name is Civil. And she was also a hotel mate. She was not a roommate, and she was not Inari's roommate, but like she was a hotel mate. So like me and Civil and some other people, we just went around the vendors hall just taking cosplay photos with everyone we could find that had the same cosplay. It was really nice. It was really genuinely really nice. I think Civil was just such an extroverted person that she really balanced everyone out. Like, I'm not introverted, but I'm more of like I'm an ambivert, right? So I don't really do things on my own. I kind of react to other people. If someone's extroverted, I will like follow along with the extroversion. If someone's introverted, then I will lead the way. Flood buddies. Flood buddies. What's a flood buddy? What is a flood buddy? I don't know. You know, I went out and around, I think lunchtime, it was like 2 o'clock or something. Floor buddies. We went and we got lunch with Inari and her friends, and I will say I was kind of being a little bitch. So I was wearing, you know, a long dress cosplay, and it was really fucking hot. It was so goddamn hot that day, and my costume just was not very breathable. So I was kind of bitching all the way because we were walking to the lunch place, and I was just bitching about the heat the whole time. And at some point, I think I got heat exhaustion, and when we got there, I had to strip my whole body of the cosplay, which was fine because I was wearing shorts. You know, I was wearing clothes underneath. I know Inari was very concerned that I was about to faint, and some of her other friends were also very concerned that I was going to faint. And I was complaining about the heat, and it's like, yeah, I know I was invited, but I probably should have taken more care of my own body. You know, I probably should have taken off the costume before we went. Did you carry water around? I did carry water, but like it wasn't enough. Right? It wasn't enough to cool me down. So, you know, at that point I was like, okay, I'm not even going to wear the costume outside. If I'm outside, I'll just take it off and I'll put the costume back on in the convention hall because it's actually air conditioned in there. But yeah, I still need to apologize to the organizer because like I was questioning why we didn't, because the place we had lunch at was right next to the VTA station. And I was like saying like, oh, why didn't we just ride the VTA? Why did we walk all the way here? You know, when I had the costume off, the walk was actually really easy. It's just that when I had the costume on, it felt like the worst thing ever. And that was my own fault. So lesson learned. If I'm going to be in California, I need to wear something that's breathable. And I need to carry like something to cool off my body like quick and fast. You know, lessons learned. Newbie cosplayer. This is my first time cosplaying, by the way. However, I was very proud. Let me say that I was very proud of my cosplay because I made it myself and it was better than the people who bought their cosplays. Let it be said that I'm a great, I know how to make cosplay and I look good in it too. I have a good sense of aesthetics. All right. But yeah, this day, I think it happened again where I put on my PJs, I was getting ready to sleep, and then some other shit happened. Oh yeah, I remember what happened this night. On this night, this was so fucked, man. This was so fucked. So, guys, you know that guy who's getting giga canceled on Twitter right now? I won't name names, all right? I won't name names, but there's this person who's getting giga canceled on Twitter right now for being a sex fiend. He's basically, if you don't know, there's a guy who was replying to all of the women in their like Twitter posts. If they post selfies of themselves, he would like go into their selfies and reply and say stuff like, "What's up, kitten? I'll see you at the con," or whatever. And yeah, you know, it's only women, right? And only if they posted selfies, right? And this man, he has some weird ass fetishes pertaining to like snow bunnies and ice cream and fattening women up for some reason, and how like snow bunnies are like, if you don't know what a snow bunny is, it's a white woman who only dates black men, and is saying stuff like how like snow bunnies are not trustworthy or whatever. And so this guy, who I will not name, is found out to be a sex fiend, and they are with one of my floor mates. They're with one of my floor mates, who, you know, for the sake of her, what do I call it? For her sake, you know, I will not name her because, you know, it's such a stupid thing to happen, right? And she doesn't know. She doesn't know that this man is a sex fiend. She has not been informed, and we're in the middle of telling her that this man is a sex fiend. And while we're doing that, the dude we didn't realize is that the sex fiend was with our floor mate. They were with our friend. And like, what he actually does is, hey, he snatches her phone. He snatches her phone, right? And he says something along the lines of, "Hey, you can't say shit like that about me. You can't lie about me like to my friends." And I'm like, oh God. You know that meme of like, we launched a pedophile into space on a rocket, and the bad news is that there's a child on the rocket with him. This was that moment. This is oh God, we launched a child with the pedophile on the rocket into space moment. And me and Inari are like, oh God, this is bad. We were at Oshi Bar at this point, and we just decided to, you know, we paid $40 or something to attend Oshi Bar. And I think Inari had to sacrifice some for personal dinner plans with her other friends, to take an Uber back to our hotel and like find our friend and like, you know, get her away from this piece of shit, right? You know, good thing is that our friend chose like a meeting place that was the Sakura market, right? It was right next to our hotel, right? So she didn't choose a place that was far. and it was full of a lot of people, right? So this sex fiend couldn't really do anything. Like, you know, I don't know what exactly he is. You know, maybe like it's not what everyone's saying he is, but like we felt very much in danger for our friend, and you know, she was smart enough to not follow him. Like he said, I think the plan originally was for them to get dinner together, but then as soon as he you know, they met up at the Japanese market, he's like, we should go get ice cream. Which, by the way, if you look at this man's like texts, he's got some kind of fetish with ice cream and fattening up women. I don't get it. It's really weird. It's really, really, really weird. Like, guys, if you've ever been to Offkai, it's really easy to get laid. I'm gonna tell you, it's really friggin' easy to get laid. There are so many people at Offkai who are down to fuck, right? There's so many people who are DTF, right? And if you are managing to come off as creepy, it's because you completely lack any form of social coherence. Like, you just don't know how to talk to people, right? There are so many people at Offkai who would, you want to fuck? Okay, let's go, right? But this is not my friend, and this is not a lot of the women that this man approached. So he really did not know how to choose them. The orgies, yeah, the orgies. There's Offkai orgies, right? This man, if he wanted to fuck, he could have just gone to an Offkai orgy instead of doing whatever the fuck this was. The fucking invited women out to ice cream or some shit. So, you know, I'm very sad for my friend. You know, luckily she was able to get away from him, and Tyru eventually like found her in order to like get, you know, lose him, because they didn't, you know, we don't want this guy to find out where our friend is staying, right? So we didn't go into our hotel. They didn't go into their hotel. They just circled around it until they lost him before they went back into the hotel. Yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. I won't say who she is, but like, you know, she was very fucking angry about this whole situation. She was very angry for good reason. There's a little bit more to this, but I will spare the details. I'll spare you guys the details. So like, understand that this is all like, I guess this is not hearsay, but this is just like nothing actually happened, right? Nothing actually happened, but this is the person who is being mega canceled right now. I didn't make a post about this, right? Because there was nothing actually happened. Nothing like, no one ended up getting victimized in this situation. It was just a very uncomfortable thing to happen. So, you know, Inari's very fucking pissed off. She and Tyru were supposed to go get dinner with another group of friends. And, you know, it's one of the dinner place that they chose. They had a reservation, but it's one of those places where if you don't have everyone there, that the reservation gets canceled. And they were not there. They were late. But luckily they were able to get like a late table. They just had to skip a couple of tables. But, you know, it was just very like, they did not need that kind of stress, right? So thank you, Tyru, for finding my friend. You know, thank you, Inari. And, you know, I was there. And by the way, I was still in cosplay at this point, right? And I did not know that whether or not my friend was safe or not. And we did not know Tyru was there. And none of the other dudes in our group were present. So I was the only guy. So when I was like standing at the curb, you know, Inari actually told me like not to follow. And I'm like, fuck that noise. This is my friend. I'm not going to leave my friend hanging with a potentially dangerous person. I won't say that they're dangerous, but potentially dangerous person. We don't know what's going to happen. Guys, I am not a big guy. All right. I am not a very tall guy. I met this person earlier. I met them earlier. They are like over 6 feet tall. They are tall. I am a pretty short guy by American standards. So, and I'm not very strong either. I'm quite thin. But like, because I was the only guy, I was like, oh fuck, man. I'm wearing my cosplay, but I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm like, ah fuck. I'm getting in the mindset of, oh shit, what if I have to fight? What if I have to fight? It's just so scary. I was fully prepared to, if I had to, in order to separate this dude and my friend, to like get in a fight with him. I don't know how I was gonna do it. I'm smaller and I'm in a dress. I am wearing a dress. But I was so prepared. You know, it ended up being that my friend managed to lose him by the time I got there. So, you know, our entire group went to the dinner, and I stayed with a friend to be like the emotional support, right? I decided to go there and just be like, hey, are you okay? You know, need someone to talk to? I'll just be here for you, right? You know, I know what you went through was very stressful, so I'll just stay here with you, right? It's such a fascinating fandom culture to witness. For years, I went to cons that were almost entirely men. Yeah, like this one is almost entirely women. There are like a lot of men, but like the men who come here tend to be fans. Yeah. It's a bizarre thing to spring on a woman in person. Yeah, it's a really bizarre thing to spring on a woman. Kidney punch. Yeah. Like I was like playing over in my head, like, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna fight this guy? How am I gonna fight someone bigger than me? Okay, I know, like, I remember like wrestling that was taught in high school about like, if someone's taller than you, you can actually tackle them, and use like, you know, you can use like the height difference to your advantage to move them off balance, but it's not easy. I've never done it in actual, you know, real life combat before. I've only done it in like high school wrestling. I don't know if this will actually do anything. Oh god, I was so scared. But I was also like, this is my friend, I gotta protect them. So that's just how it happened. I spent the rest of the night, you know, taking care of this friend, and eventually, like, you know, we were able to go to sleep, and it was fine. But man, this fucking con, man. Is Offkai for the women after all? It might be. It might be for the women after all. So the next day, I don't even remember what happened. The next day, Saturday. Yeah, sorry for like springing on that such a heavy topic, right? But like it's what happened, and I was very fearful. So luckily the next day was, for the most part, pretty good. I started the day off. You went to bed at 4 a.m. each day, yeah. Yeah, I think we just spent... Yeah, after that, I think we just, like... We went back to my room, and we were doing a lot of talking about what happened that night, right? Between, like, my room. We just had a lot to talk about, right? Everyone was very stressed out. So yeah, Offkai, Friday, off to a good start. We did not sleep until 4 a.m. that night. Okay, so next day, I started out the day by going to the orchestra. The VTSO, Vtuber Symphony Orchestra, had their performance. This year, they did not do it in the main hall. Instead, they were kind of, I don't want to say relegated, but like they were booked for a fan meetup, and their meeting location was inside the South Hall, which is where all the Itasha cars were and the arcade machines. And let's just say it was very hard to perform in a hall. It's in a very echoey hall where you're competing with arcade machines, you know, rhythm gamers who are smashing on their my pads, and your orchestra was not powered. They did not have any microphones. They did not have any speakers. But despite everything, you know, Azure and VTSO, everyone, they were able to perform. And what's really crazy is that even though they weren't in the main hall, there was still a crowd. There was still a big crowd who showed up to watch VTSO perform. Even though like the staging was crap, even though like there was noise everywhere, it was very difficult to hear. Like people went. I don't know how to say how crazy this is, that people went out of their way to go watch the VTuber Symphony Orchestra in a noisy environment, like less than ideal environment. Like last year, the VTSO was in the main hallway. They could, even if nobody showed up initially, just by performing, like people would stop and listen and watch the performance. But this is like in the South Hall, where you have to like walk 5 minutes to get to from the convention center. You have to walk outside, around the block, into this giant aircraft hangar looking building. And you have to like continue walking inside halfway through the building and turn a corner. And yet there was still a crowd. Do you know how absolutely unbelievable that is? Like, I don't think even Azure expected that. So many people showed up. And it really just, it makes you realize just how much people were looking forward to it and how much people respect the work that Azure and the VTSO does. Her heart is still full. It was so good. I was so proud of the orchestra. I was so proud. I was so freaking proud. Oh man, it was really, really, really good. I took a video. It wasn't the most ideal video. I think Azure actually uploaded it onto the VTSO Twitter channel. I was just recording from my cell phone. I didn't have a microphone or a video camera or anything, and I was sitting at an odd angle, so it didn't look great. But like it captured the sound. Right? You could see that like they were trying really hard to compete with the noisy arcade machines. But ultimately, I would say that the performance was a success, and hopefully next year, VTSO will get like a nice spot if they attend. It was really good. After that, I don't remember what happened the rest of the day. I don't think it was very eventful. But after that, for dinner, actually, Min's mama, my artist, decided to have a get-together between like all of the Min's kids who were present. So me, KK, Guinevere, the four of us and some other friends, we went out to get some fancy dinner, and the food was really, really good. The food was genuinely really good. It was a Californian style restaurant, which I'm still struggling to understand what the fuck Californian cuisine is. What the fuck is Californian cuisine? But it was good. It was good. Well, we took Guinevere posted a photo with KK's, what do you call those dolls, those puppets? I don't know what you call them. Those plushy dolls. But she took one, and Guinevere has a very compromising looking sticker with her ass cheeks out and her big chunkin tail. And my sticker, coincidentally, is like a very mischievous looking sticker. And I am acting as a sensor bar for her big ass butt cheeks. And I don't know, man. I don't know, but like the way that this... I'll post it, actually. I'll show it on stream. Give me a second. I'll show it on stream. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I don't know, man, but I'd say that I look like I'm in a very compromising position here. I don't think this makes me look very good. I think this makes me look very naughty. I'm not that kind of bird, okay? She's my sister. Plus she's my sister, okay? She's my goddamn sister. Naughty? I'm not naughty! I am not naughty. I'm a good, honest bird and good brother. I'm not. There's Californian cuisine. Yeah, I'd never heard of Californian cuisine. Ayo? No, stop. Please. Guys, what are these dolls called? I don't know what these are called, but they're very cute. And I've seen other people who have similar dolls. It's really nice. You know, I might as well just show off the food as well while I'm at it. So I will show you the food and you will tell me if this is what Californian cuisine is. If you like, even if for the people who live in California, tell me if this is California cuisine. Isn't California roll like sushi with avocado? Yeah, I guess that's California cuisine. But yeah, this is how the meal started off with. We got I think it was cream cheese with some fish roe inside of a ice cream cone for some reason, and it tasted pretty good. This is a pretty good like appetizer. I don't think we bought this. I think this was included in the meal. A gentle bird. I'm a gentle bird. I'm a gentle bird. Okay, I'm a protector of women. let's leave it at that. I'm a protector of women. So that's our appetizer. We got a bunch of stuff, but I didn't take photos of everything we ordered. So we have, I don't know what is this, rigatoni? No, it's not rigatoni. It's I forget. It's pasta. It's pasta. It was good. It was good. I just don't know what it's called. It was good. The sauce was good. We had lamb. The lamb was really good. I love lamb, by the way. The lamb was really freaking good. But like, we thought like maybe that we wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be enough, but it turns out like all the food we ordered was more than filling enough for the group that we were with. It looks so good. Yeah, this is Californian cuisine, guys. And then we have this. This is octopus. I didn't know how to approach that to eat. You just have to use a knife and a fork to like separate the meat. Of course, if you're just eating by yourself, you could just pick it up by the bone and just gobble it up. Right? And this is octopus. Guys, this octopus did not taste like octopus. They like roasted with fire. They roasted this octopus tentacle to the point that it was actually tender. It was not rubbery. It was not chewy. It felt like regular meat. I don't know how they did it, but they did. It was really good. It was really, 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 really good. And then afterwards, we went to karaoke. And that was so much fun, guys. Going to karaoke with the Min's family is so much fun. Everybody sings so good. All right? Min's mama sings so good. KK Cyber sings so fucking good. Guinevere sings so good. She was really shy about singing. Guinevere was so shy about singing, but she is such a good singer. And me, I sing okay. I tried my best. But I don't think I'm as good as KK. Or Min's mama. Hey Nari, hi! So glad you had a good time. It's only because of you. The Saikuna voice. Only because you were there. Thank you, Inari. Thank you. Thank you for helping me come to Offkai. Yeah, I didn't mention it earlier, but Inari helped organize a lot of our friends groups, and that's why we were all able to be roommates and floor mates and hotel mates, was because Inari organized it. Thank you so much, so much. You have no idea how much fun I had at this Offkai. But yeah, after we didn't actually have that much time at karaoke. We only went for maybe an hour and a half. So it was very quick. It was very quick. We didn't get through that many songs, and I think at some point the karaoke machine broke. So that was not ideal. Of course, thank you, genuinely, thank you. So yeah, after that, I went back to my hotel, and I was like, all right, Saturday was really good. This was so much fun, but I think it is time to go to sleep, you know? And then I get told that there's a party happening at ParkCon, in the park outside the convention. So of course, I get dressed and go outside with a friend. And oh yeah, guys, I actually witnessed the fire. I witnessed the fire. I was actually right there next to the fire when it happened. Yeah. There was a fire at ParkCon. Sorry, let me Let me do that. Let me download the files. Give me a moment. I just gotta check it to make sure there's nothing. I haven't shown anyone this. So there was a fire at ParkCon, and I didn't want to show off this video. I didn't want to post it on Twitter because my friend actually organized this event, but I don't think people are very aware that there was multiple events going on. So I did not want to, I guess, put that sort of shame on the organizer. Like, they were quite shaken up by it happening. Hello, Na. Thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yes, I didn't want the organizer to feel embarrassed or anything about this, so I didn't post it. I know someone else posted it, and at this point, I think my friend who organized it is okay about it. So I will show you guys now, but I did not post this on social media. But I think that it's really fucking funny. I think that this video is so funny. So I'll post it now. I'll show you guys now. Just because I think my friend is, I think they're kind of over it now. They're okay with this now, probably, likely. Cause like the food, the grill, they were not in charge of the grill. They were not in charge of the grill. The food portion of it was not handled by them. They were after the fact. They were going around everywhere, talking to everybody there, and just making sure everyone was okay and like not hurt or anything. The grill caught fire. Yeah. So what happened, guys, is that there was like a grill station. They were using a butane. They were using a butane stove. So like those butane canisters. Those like, you know, it's like one of those rattle cans, right? You stick inside of a portable stove, right? And the thing about that was they were using I believe, I don't know for sure, I believe it was on top of a hot plate, which those things were not designed to take hot plates, I don't think. They were not designed to take hot plates, so there was a lot of grease on there that normally would get dumped onto a grease pan if it was a proper grill. But this didn't happen, and I think eventually the grease kind of leaked and it got into the butane canister, and what ended up happening, as someone described it on Twitter, was that the butane canister ruptured, and you know, it's not a very like heavy walled canister, right? It's just a rattle can, and so it ruptured, and the butane leaks out, and it caught fire, and it exploded. But it wasn't like a catastrophic explosion. It was just like it caught fire basically, and it caught fire and became an uncontrolled fire because there was so much grease. Someone tried to kill the fire by dropping a plastic tarp on top of it, but the problem was that, and someone also tried to like douse it with water, but that doesn't work on grease fires. You mean like a flat top? Yeah, like a flat top. You know, like if you went to like a Japanese family restaurant like Caesarea, they use those flat skillets, right? Or like Denny's, yeah, like Denny's, they have the flat skillets, right? And you know, so eventually someone grabbed a towel and they were able to put it out because you had to choke out the fire. You had to choke out the fire. I'm gonna go ahead and add that video now. And I'll show you guys. I don't know why it's flipped to its side. I don't know why it's flipped to its side.
Oh god.
Let me. Sorry. Let me. How do I do this? There we go. So I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on, but like, I think you can hear. Yeah, you can probably hear. So, yeah. Yeah, like you can see the tarp catching fire, right? And we'll play that again. Replay that, please. Yeah, so you can see here, right? It's on fire. It's not very pretty. Oh my god, is that the darn fire? That is the darn fire. Like, I took the video, but I did not want to post it because I didn't want to shame my friend who put so much hard-earned work organizing the event. So it was food and it was a DJ event as well. It was food and it was DJ. By the way, I believe Shindigs was one of the DJs. I believe Shindigs was one of the DJs. I did not see Shindigs. I didn't know who Shindigs was, but he was one of the DJs. He's listed in the credits. They caused forest fire and convention ire. Yeah. Oh, look, Hucky is burning. I'm not burning! I'm not on fire! I mean, I am on fire. I'm on fire singing and dancing to Hot Limit. This is why people don't YouTube camp anymore. Literal fire. Yeah. Yeah, guy came out with a blanket. Yeah, apparently they ran into their car trunk and they grabbed a towel and they just ran back immediately to put it out. Right? Like, a lot of people are just like watching and like, I don't know why they're standing so close. You know, I don't know why, but they are. And you know, look at this. This person is just having the time of their life listening to the DJ music. They're in complete. I think the night has only started yet. People have not begun drinking that much, so they might be a lightweight, or maybe they just pre-drank before they came to the party. But they do not give a fuck. I just find it so funny. Look at that. Oh my god. Yeah. So that is that. I will stop playing the video. That guy is living. I think it was I believe it was a lady, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, I'm just not gonna. You know, it's California. I think that person could be any gender. Who knows? Yeah, the friend did no wrong. Yeah, the friend did no wrong here. Like, it was the person in charge of the food. They did not, you know, take proper fire safety precautions. They should have used a proper grill. You know, they should have had the table on top of the cement and not on top of the grass. They should have had a fire extinguisher, but they didn't. So lots of things that messed up for that to happen. And you know, I felt that my friend didn't deserve to be. I felt that my friend didn't deserve to get in trouble for that, so I didn't post it. But ultimately, it turns out like nobody seemed to know who organized the event anyway, so because it was so low key and last minute, that like no one got blamed. And you know, the hero who put out the fire put it out so fast that the what do you call it? The fire marshal was not called. So if the fire marshal was called, the party probably would have ended. So yeah, that was really good. And I think my friend that was actually like that I came to this event with, she was like really scared of the fire because like she's from like the south where like it's really dry, and I think her mentality behind this was that her thought process was that in where she comes from, the grass gets really dry, so if it gets lit on fire, like it all like goes up in flames really quickly. Whereas, you know, I'm from Canada and it's quite cold and it's quite wet in the mountains where I live, and I could tell that the grass here in California was also quite wet in the Bay Area, at least. It was very wet. So even if the fire did, reach the grass, it wasn't going to hurt me. I was also standing pretty far back. I don't know why, but a lot of attendees were standing so close to the fire. They were standing so close to the fire, and they weren't helping. Like, I knew that I could not help, right? I know, like, if you really wanted to, you could probably, like, take off your jacket or your pants. You could probably use that to put out the fire. But I was not going to do that. That was not my problem. Okay, it was not my responsibility. I did not cook those glizzies, and I did not want to ruin my nice clothes. Okay, I'm poor as hell. I'm just going to stand back. But these people, they were all standing really close. It's like they never saw fire before. Hey there, Sotek. Hi. Sotek was one of the people, one of the organizers for our groups of friends. And Sotek, I just want to say thank you very, very, very much for organizing everything. I got the chance to meet so many people, even though we didn't hang out that much. And I was really looking forward to meeting you at Offkai. We did not get that much time to spend together, which I find regrettable. I find regrettable. But still, I thank you so much for having me. Guys, please check out Sotek, Lord Master Sotek. He does, what was it? I don't think your main thing is Final Fantasy. Your main thing is it's like Warhammer, isn't it? I know that Lord Master Sotek does a lot of RPG and tabletop stuff. He's really cool. Please check him out. Please check him out. Inari Reiju, who let her in there? Okay, Sotek, just for you, I'll show you the fire video. Don't show anyone. Don't spread this around. Don't spread this around, please. I do not want the person. I do not want. Well, I mean, they're not getting any flack for it. No one's given them flack for it. But still, we don't need any more people to see too much about this fire. But yeah, I just find it so funny that they're trying desperately, but they don't know how to put it out, and they're just kind of standing there what do we do, man? It's a grease fire. What do we do? They're all stunned. They're all shocked, and this person just woo, party! So yeah, thank you to the hero who properly fixed that fire. I also saw the fruit juice. Oh my god. So the fruit juice was also the same night. Grease fire, never use water. Only chemical and sand. Yeah. Only chemical and sand. Do not use water. You're just going to be splashing. And I believe what happens when you put water on a grease fire, the water, water repels grease. So when you do that, what happens is it splashes the grease around while the grease is on fire. And not all you're doing is just spreading the fire around. There was fruit juice at Offkai. Yeah, of course there's fruit juice at Offkai. It's the 2026 trend is fruit juice. I believe this time around it was a brown Pippa cosplayer. I'm not just calling her brown Pippa cosplayer. I'm calling her brown Pippa because everybody in the crowd was specifically saying brown Pippa. I think there was may have been some meaning behind it. I think it was pre-organized. I think there was a donathon or something to get a brown Pippa. Apparently, brown Pippa made some serious money for college too. You know what? I would never drink that juice. It is probably unhygienic. I don't know if she properly washed her feet beforehand. But you know what? She got money. She needed to pay her college. She's not in debt. Do what you need to live, all right? I saw a flyer on the table. That's literally what she calls herself. Well, there you go. There you go. So, yeah. I was with my friend, who is a girl, and I was with, later in the night, 2 other girls show up who are also our friends. I will not name them because, again, shit happened, which I did not like. I did not like this. What happened was basically, we're all drinking. We're all trying to have a great time, We're mingling with the crowd. And these two white dudes, fucking fuckboy A and fuckboy B, their middle-aged asses are here, and they're not con goers. They're not here for Offkai. They're just locals, and they saw a party going on, and they decided that this was a time that they could use to find and fuck women. Even though, like, this is literally Offkai, and if you just ask, you know, just ask people if they will just either tell you yes or no to fucking. But like, they went about it in the most roundabout way. They're trying to like get to know me and my friends. Mostly, like, I had like so many red flags going on in my head when they were talking to us. Cause like, first off, they spent like 80 to 90% of their attention talking to my friend, and then later switching to my other two female friends. And they spent a little bit of time talking to me, but they were mainly like, they're kind of like both ganging up on her. So I'm just like standing there going, like witnessing the conversation and going like, okay, I get you. Okay, wonderful. And I'm just like listening to their conversation, like trying to see what they're going on about. Cause like they're not convention goers. And they're like middle-aged asses. They're like, I think they're approaching their 40s. I don't think they're quite 40s yet, but they're approaching it. And, you know, they're not really big anime fans. They're bragging about, you know, having worked at tech at the hotels, which I don't know. That could be bullshit. That could be complete bullshit. That could just be a lie. Right? I don't generally trust people when they talk about themselves. I'm always like, are you telling the truth or are you just trying to impress somebody? And in this case, I think they were trying to impress and relate to my friends because they're congos and those guys are not. And they didn't know too much about VTubers. They don't know that much about anime. Their anime knowledge is quite out of date, right? And, you know, I think overall it's like, okay, fine. You want to talk? We'll talk, right? I don't mind that. I don't feel the need to confront you. And also I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm not drunk. I am very in control of my drinking, right? But like, I just notice all these patterns that going on with the way that they're talking, right? With the amount of attention that they're bringing. And also like how they're just like kind of following us along without asking for permission. And, you know, at some point they ask us like, oh, I think they come to me and they ask like, oh, hey dude, like, where are you guys going after this, right? They're asking like, oh, where you gotta go drinking, right? They're like, oh, I know like some bars nearby where you can go to get some more drinks for cheap, right? And it's like, what do you mean drinks for cheap? Do you not know what Offkai is? This is an open air drinking party. Everyone here has a drink. We all bought our drinks beforehand. We have our drinks. They're cheap. Like, people will hand you sealed bottles, you know, and you'll get a free drink from anybody, right? And this dude is just saying, oh, I know where you get free drinks. It's like, or not free drinks. I know where you're gonna get cheap drinks. And it's like, dude, this is where the drinks are. This is where the drinks are. And they're also like, oh man, like, it's okay if we like join you in your room parties. And it's like, no, it's not okay. It's absolutely not okay. You've literally only just met us. We don't even know who you are. We don't have your contact information. We don't know anything about you. But you want to just go into these like women's rooms and like drink? No, fuck, in like a closed space? No, right? But you know, I don't outright deny it. I'm just like, you know, it's, you know, I'm not really the host of the parties. I can't just invite you in. You know, I'm trying my best not to confront them, right? Because, you know, when people have been drinking, you don't know how they'll react. So I'm just like playing nice and I'm trying to be friendly, right? And I was a little bit tipsy, I won't lie, because like my friends, they wanted to have a good time, right? So I'm just like, I'm letting them, you know, roam around and talk to people and whatnot. But like the whole time I'm like getting red flags from these dudes who won't leave us alone. He won't leave us the fuck alone. The two of them, white fucking fuckboy A and fuckboy B, they won't leave us the fuck alone. And you know, one of our friends is getting really tipsy. Like they're drinking so much, and I'm getting worried. Their other friend is helping them, and you know, at some point I have to start drinking their drinks for them because like if they don't see me drinking, they'll be like, "Oh, you're done your drink? Let me get another drink for you. You should drink more." And I was like, fuck it. I should have just started pretending to drink at some point, but like I drank very slowly. But yeah, I'm glad that they were able to, you know, have fun. But these guys just would not leave us alone for like several hours. It wasn't like until like, I don't know, fucking 3 a.m. or something that we're finally able to lose them. It was so bad, right? It was really, really bad. Because like, they're bigger than me, right? I would not stand a chance in a fight. So I was just like trying to figure out how to talk around it, you know? At some point, I'm like, okay, like I tell the girls, I'm like, okay, these guys are bad news, you know. They were asking about how to get you guys alone, right, for drinking. So like, don't like believe anything that they say. Just be nice, and like, suddenly dump drinks into potted plants. Yeah, I probably should have done that. So I was not, you know, as smart and smooth as I thought I should be. So learning experience for next time to learn some tricks about how to disengage and how to avoid. Like, to be fair, I wanted to drink too. I wanted to have a good time too, right? I was controlling my drinking. Because, you know, I was also there to have fun. I was also there to party. I was also there to mingle with my friends. And I got to mingle and see some good friends there, actually. But also at the same time that I was mingling and, you know, having fun with my other friends who I met at the party, I had to keep track of these other people because, like, I was so afraid that these fuckboys was gonna, you know, take them off somewhere, right? My head was on a swivel. I was constantly like doubling back because they were walking in several directions. They were walking. My friends were going in several directions, and I had to be like, okay, you're over there. You're over there. Okay, you're over there. You're over there. Okay. We had such big hunky guys in our group. Yeah, I really should have. I didn't want to disturb you, Idari. I knew how stressed out and tired you were, and I didn't know where. I guess I probably should have mentioned it. Right. I probably should have mentioned it. I'm so sorry. But, you know, overall, nothing happened. Call me next time. Okay. Yeah, I will do so. You know, eventually, you know, eventually we did like meet up with like some other guy friends who I was able to trust, and they were able to watch over some of the friends for me so that nothing happened. Really be the fourth person you have to take care of. No! I don't want to be dad. I don't want to be dad. I'm too pretty. I'm a small dude. I'm pretty. I'm cute. I don't want to be taking care of people. I don't want to be babysitting people. I should be the one being babysat. I should be allowed to have fun, you know, dance around and like flirt with pretty girls. I want to flirt with pretty girls. Maybe the fifth one. I just want to flirt with pretty girls. All right, I don't need to go to the Offkai orgy. I just want to flirt. All right, it feels good. If you ever need a big man on call, you can ring up old man Solta. Okay, I will. Okay. I brought you to pretty girls. Yeah, no, it was great. Like, the pretty girls were there. They were definitely there. And oh yeah, so by the way, during this party, I think everybody assumed me and like some of my female friends were dating, and I just found that so fucking funny. It's these two fuckboys were like was like, I think at some point like the dude asked me like, do you like it hairy down there? I'm like, what the fuck are you asking me? like if he thinks that like we're dating, right, and he's still going after her, and at some point he's like, do you like it hairy down there? Like, are you trying to like scope out what she? Oh my god. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Oh my god. I was like really disgusted with these guys, but I wasn't letting it show on my face. I was like, they were telling me stories about this one dude. He's like, yeah, I believe, you know, I have a daughter and I'm divorced. Red flag. You know, he's like, yeah, I got my ex like pregnant when she was 19. Red flag. You know, we're not together anymore. Red flag. He's talking about bringing her to like ParkCon as well for a different convention. There was a ParkCon. And he was talking about like how he was like protecting her because she was a minor. Like, why did you bring her there? Right? Why did you bring her there when she's a minor? And he was talking about how he had to protect. I think he could tell that I was like being very protective of my friends, and he was trying to like level with me like that and have me lower my guard. have me lower. This was in the park. He was trying to have me lower my guard by being relatable, and I was just like, yeah, I get you. Yeah, you know, like we gotta protect the girls. You know, we can't. You know, he's like, as a father, right? I gotta. I'm like, okay, yeah, believable, right? He's like, he doesn't have custody of his child. Red flag, right? Just so many fucking red flags. Yeah, I think he's trying his best to be relatable, but like everything I'm hearing from this guy is just like red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. It was so hard. It was so hard. I knew I did not stand a chance in a fight, right? But it was so fucking hard to like keep smiling and nodding. Like I was just like, I'm just gonna listen and let you talk and let you run out of steam. I'm gonna let you get bored until you walk away. But man, these guys were so fucking persistent. 3 hours. I assume it was all smoking stuff and wanted nothing to do with that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people smoking. There's a lot of people eating glizzies. There was like, you know, there was brown Pippa with her foot juice, right? Like this whole time they're just trying to encourage my friends to drink more and drink more and drink more, and I was like, okay, like, you know, everybody wants to drink here, but like the way they were going about it made me think, ooh, red flag. So yeah, I'm glad I met up with some other guy friends who were, you know, watching over my friends as well, making sure everyone's all right, and eventually, you know, we were able to take them back to their hotels. I escorted them, all right. I escorted my female friends home, okay? So Fukai, you can stop yelling at me. I made sure all of my female friends got home to their hotels safe and sound. Safe and sound, all right? If you want to yell at Azir, you can continue doing so, but don't yell at me. Here I am in Hollywood Hills with my Lamborghini Honda Civic. But who made sure poor little Hakuya made it home safe? I wanted to be walked home gently, man. I wanted to be walked home gently. I was so tired. But you know, I thought that day 3 Hakuya would be so tired. But day 3 Hakuya, you know, I went to sleep at like what, 4 or 5 a.m. again. I woke up at 9 and I got up at 9. And I just... why did I get up? I got up because one of my sisters, Maple Alcesia, her mods actually contacted me, and if you don't know, Maple had her mods. I don't know if she had her mods do it, but like her mods, maybe they did it themselves. They actually printed out a standee of her, and it's the Pog standee. It's the Pog standee, and she's just basically going around the con pogging at people. Yeah, so that's Min's mama. That's Min's mama. And what happened was that the mods were like, hey, Hakuya, we know you're here at this con. Can you like come and before we have to put down the standee, can you like come and like, you know, sign a souvenir book for her, and, you know, take a photo with the standee? And I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll do that. I was so tired. I wanted to just stay in bed, but you know what? My love for Maple conquered that, and, you know, I got up, I got dressed, I you know, did my hair. I did not do my makeup. I didn't have time to do my makeup, but I went and I got pogged at by Maple. You was busy escorting some lady goblins. I want to meet lady goblins. Please continue to yell at me. Don't, dude, that's creepy, dude. Ew. Oh man, it was good. I'm glad. You know, Maple's got such great mods. Everyone's got such great mods. I need to find mods like that are so dedicated that will print out a Pog meme of me and just take me around the con to Pog at people. I need mods like that. I would very much love to have a mod like that. But yeah, that was really good. What did I do for the rest of Sunday? I think there was like a Utaite meetup where like YouTube VTuber singers, were going around. You know what? I have my own pog photo. I'll show it on stream as well. Oh my god! Oh my god! There he is. There's the Sun Raven in the flesh. There's the Sun Raven in the flesh. This is like the most... I think I wore this exact same outfit last year. I think I only posted one of my outfits and this is the exact same outfit. I am that guy. I am that guy who will wear the exact same outfits to an event. But yeah, that was fun. That was very much fun. This was day 3. This was Sunday. They were getting ready to pack away the standee and, go home, basically. So after I got this done, I went back. I went outside. I did the Utaite meetup. I met a lot of people I met a long time ago. And it's just so nice to see everyone again. Catch up with what they were doing, see how things have changed, how things have stayed the same. I almost wore the exact same thing about black pants. Oh my god, we've got the same setup. That's crazy. You're stealing my look? I'll kill you. But yeah, Sunday after that was... I don't think we did that much after that. I think we got dinner. I don't remember who I got dinner with on Sunday. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember. I don't remember who I went... No, I do remember. I went to get Vietnamese food. I went to get Vietnamese food with Azure, and some of the VTSO people. I won't name people, but like, yeah, I went with the VTSO people to get dinner. We had Vietnamese pho in Vietnam Town, or Little Saigon. I don't remember what the Vietnamese place was called, but I just remember that the restaurant was fucking massive. It was huge. Like there was multiple entrances. It was so big. Like the Vietnamese mall area was so gigantic. And I remember I ordered egg coffee. I remember I ordered Vietnamese egg coffee and it was really freaking good, but also it almost killed me. It almost killed me. It was very, very sugary, very heavy, and there was 3 espressos in there. And the pho was gigantic. Like usually, with noodle restaurants, right? The bowl is like conic. It's like it's dome shaped, right? So like the top of it is bigger than the bottom of it. But in this case, the depth, right? The top of the bowl was the same as the bottom. And so you think, oh, it's just a regular looking like pho bowl. No, this thing was huge. It was massive. I could not finish it. Pho Hanoi. Yeah, something like that. Pho Hanoi or something. It was like, it's considered one of like the best pho restaurants in San Jose. It was like the best value meal, but I could not finish it. It was huge. Next time I go, I'm just gonna order one for like 2 people, and we're just gonna get a share bowl because there's no way a single person can eat that much pho. It was impossible. I don't even know if Azure finished his bowl. And like we had lots of spring rolls and whatnot. It was really good. It was really, really good. If y'all need help getting a room next year, let me know. If I may ask that of you, please, if I may ask that of you. But yeah, the coffee almost killed me. It was too powerful. Which, by the way, I first learned about egg coffee from my good friend Obake Pam. She raved about egg coffee to me like 2 years ago or something, and I'd been so lazy that I never drank it. Also because coffee kind of kills me. If I drink coffee, my heart just goes crazy. I cannot calm down. You took like 2 sips. I took more than 2 sips. Shut up. I took more than 2 sips, man. I took like 10 sips at least. I took at least 10 sips of the egg coffee. It was really good. It was really good, but also like I was really wary because there was so much sugar, so much caffeine. It was really fat because of the egg. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. You know, we eventually went back, and I think after we got back to our hotel, me and Azur just spent the rest of the night just chatting. We just kept on chatting. Whereas a lot we have in common. You know? So at this point, I think me and Azur, we talked about so much things that we're not allowed to talk about. We're not allowed to talk. We will never, like, I don't think any of this was NDA, but it was still like stuff that was like, is like really bad. Like it's not like bad or like evil or anything, but it's like, it's bad to be talking about these things in public because like regular people just won't understand what we're talking about. They'll think, oh, what do you mean? Cause like, guys, I'm gonna like lay down some VTuber knowledge on you now. Like the audience expectations are very different from the reality at hand. And people just don't get that. Like every VTuber manager I talk to, right? We all realize that the audience, like the viewers, they have these expectations about how VTubing works, and that's not how it works at all. So Azur like knows so much about that. I know so much about. We both have very personal experiences with this, so we're just chatting a lot. And now we have a death pact. Azur and I have a death pact. We will never reveal each other's secrets, right? we will. I will not share a bed with the man because he snores. He snores a little bit. He doesn't snore that much, but I can't handle any amount of snoring. But like he and I are like blood brothers now. I have utmost trust in this man. We went to a bar and tried the Gaia. We did. We went to a bar. We went to this really nice bar. I don't remember what it was called, but like we drank a lot with some VTSO members, and we just had a really, 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 really good time. I think Sunday night just. I'm gonna take that back. It was not uneventful. It was probably the most eventful of all the days because it was the one day I could sit down and just chat normally and become friends with people and without any drama, without any danger, without any like, you know, fuckboys around. I could just have fun. And that, I'm so thankful that I got that. I'm so thankful that I got that. Thank you, Azur. Thank you so much for becoming my friend. Genuinely. It was good. It was good. The bar was good. And, you know, then we went back and we talked so much. We talked so much. We talked until like 5 a.m. You know, we were like, let's just keep talking until we have to go get our planes and stuff. But no, at 5 a.m., I think we finally ran out of steam. So we just called it a night there. We didn't even have to say it's time to go to bed. We just sort of had this mutual acknowledgement that we were all just too tired. Yeah, you made me pack up. Oh my God. Azur made me pack up. I've never packed before the night before leaving ever. Usually I'm so tired that I just go to bed and then I wake up and then I rush to pack everything. But Azur had me pack before I went to bed, and I felt so good and so normal knowing that I had everything packed up and ready to go, and I did not have to stress at all leaving. This is man. I'm so thankful. Thank you for being my roommate. Genuinely, thank you. And yeah, the Gaia toast. A friend came from Southeast Asia, and they brought this thing called Gaia spread, and we tried it on toast. It was really freaking good. It's like some sort of pandan. If I don't even know what to call pandan, but it's like common in Vietnamese. What a director move! Yeah, what a director move. He directed me to clean my fucking room, and it was good. It was damn good. Also, by the way, I don't know why, but every single hotel I've been in California leaks. Like every shower stall, for some fucking reason, the shower always leaks onto the floor, and I always have to like pat it with a towel to soak up the leaking water. I don't know what the hell is going on with California shower stalls. Don't you guys have like a water shortage or something? Why is the water leaking out of the shower stall? I don't get it. But every single hotel it happens. Every single goddamn hotel. I switched to like 4 or 5 different hotels at this point, and they all fucking leaked. Honestly, I think the only hotel that didn't leak was not a hotel, it was a motel. The dinky ass motel that I went to that didn't have any sort of like room service was the only one that did not leak. I don't know what the fuck is going on in California. You guys need to fix your plumbing, or not your plumbing, but like your shower stalls. I don't know. That was good. That was good. It was good. It was really good. What's left? Man, I've been yapping for 2 whole hours at this point. Oh yeah. I will say that I have another video to show. Just let me check to make sure that it's okay to show. Give me a second. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put that.
Somebody's smoking marijuana here in the train.
You see, like, there's this like Latin granny, this Latin auntie, right? I don't know. What do you call a Latin auntie? What do you call them? I can't hear it, so wait, how do I do this? How do I do this?
Somebody's smoking marijuana here in the train.
Grannies are abuela? Abuela. So what's happening here, right? So what's happening here? Why is this Latin granny, Latin auntie? Why is this abuela? Why is she putting the smack down on this dude? Okay, so like, you know, this is the VTA. This is the tram, right? I believe I'm getting on. This is the tram I'm getting on to get back to the convention center after almost dying of heat exhaustion. Thank you, Inari, for like cooling me down when I was almost dying of heat. Thank you very much. So what happened here is that, you know, I got, for context, the first time I ever rode on the VTA, right? People were like dealing marijuana. They were selling weed, right? They're doing drug deals on the train. So I just thought, okay, so I guess, also the train smelled like marijuana. So I just thought, okay, that's just what it smells like in California, I guess, right? This is my normal. So I hop on the VTA this time around and like I smell marijuana and I think, okay, that's normal. This is just how it smells in California. I should not be alarmed. It's just marijuana. And this old dude is like, what is that smell? And I'm like, wait, is that not normal here? If a bird is melting out, does it become karage? Please, I don't want to become fried chicken. Karage ni naritaku nai yo, mo. But yeah, so I'm just thinking, it's just normal, right? And the guy just keeps on complaining. I'm like, there's no way, right? I look up, and right behind this old dude, this old grandpa, is this dude just like lighting up a blunt. He's just lighting up a blunt. He's just, you know, he's doing his thing. He's blazing. And I'm just like, oh, okay. But like the grandpa is like starting to hit like the button to call the train conductor. He's like, hey, there's someone smoking marijuana in here. He just keeps on yelling about that. And the train conductor is like going, I cannot stop the train while it's in motion, sir. I cannot stop. And you know, there's someone smoking marijuana in here. Oh yeah, that's Kelly, you're right. At some point, this abuela, right? she gets her bottle of soda. I think she's drinking sparkling water or something. And like, she doesn't douse the weed, right? Instead, she pours it all over this dude's bald head, right? He looks like he's in his 20s or 30s or something. And she just pours the entire bottle over his head, right? I didn't get that part. I didn't get that part on video. But yeah, he tries to relight. He tries to relight his blunt, and she just starts smacking him. I should have posted this, honestly. I should have. It would have been so dramatic if I caught like the dowsing part, where she was just drowning the guy in sparkling water. Don't mess with Latina grannies, yeah? She just kept on smacking him. She was not afraid of him at all. I was like really shocked that she had zero fear. She just went at him. America like never ceases to impress. It never ceases to impress. Oh, hey, Seven. Hello, hello. Crazy. Hi. Oh my goodness. Seven. I wanted to contact you to like meet up at Offkai, but I guess I didn't get the chance. I apologize. I really wanted to meet you. Oh my goodness. I really wanted to meet you, but how are you doing, Seven? I hope you're doing really well. I hope you had fun at Offkai. Next time. But yeah, California. Damn, I'm in America, all right. Yeah. You were causing all days? Yeah, probably. I was causing too. Seven, I made my own cosplay. I sewed my own cosplay. I bought a cosplay on AliExpress, to make sure I bought one, and it was really crappy. I got so angry that I spent the 2 weeks leading up to Offkai sewing my own cosplay. Koi Hai here in the chat helped me out greatly because she is very knowledgeable about sewing. Wasn't it hot? I almost fainted from heat exhaustion. So lesson learned. I will make sure that next time I cosplay, it will not result in me fainting. That's Con Crunch. That's crazy. Like the first time I decide to cosplay ever in my life, I Con Crunch. I'd always heard everyone like talk about how painful con crunching is, but like some people actually they enjoy it. They enjoy con crunch, and I'm like, oh, okay. You like having that like just barely meeting the deadline thing, like that excitement, that adrenaline. I felt it, but I don't know if I want to do it again. I don't know if I want to do it again. Hey, random. Hey, I'm not con crunching, y'all. Smiley face. I'm not con crunching right now. Smile. Yeah. Who are you trying to convince? Smile. So that was my, day 3 was really eventful. Thank you again, Azure. Thank you for introducing me to all your VTOSO friends. Thank you for taking me out drinking. Thank you for talking all night with me. Azure's not my boyfriend, by the way, guys. I am totally straight. Azure is not my boyfriend. I am totally straight. I am 100% straight. Okay. I may be a twink, but I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not. Only when we make weird noises in the hotel. Okay, but we did make weird noises in the hotel room, but that was just to mess with Hinari. So it's pasta until... What do you mean? Okay. I'm sorry. Wait, hockey is straight... I am. That's why I was hanging out with women the entire time at ParkCon. See, people who see me in person don't think I'm gay because they automatically assume the girl that I'm with, like we're dating, even though we're not. I just give off that incredibly straight energy, Like as soon as a woman is standing next to me, everyone just assumes that we're dating, right? That's just how powerful I am. They assume that like, oh, okay, he's good looking, and he's good looking, and like he's sociable. He knows how to talk. So therefore, he must be the boyfriend. And my good straight friend. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So day final, right? Monday. We got our shit packed up. I say goodbye to my floor mates. I say goodbye to my floor mates. Me and Azure and Jack, we go. I think Inari, I don't know. Inari kind of slipped away at some point. I don't know when she did it, but Inari, like in the middle of the night, she's like, "Hey guys, I'm probably not gonna see you, so please take care. Please make sure that checkout time is like 11 a.m. Please make sure y'all get home safely." And like I was like kind of shocked. I was like, "Oh shit! I did not even get to say goodbye to Inari." Like the whole time when we were talking up until 5 a.m., we were waiting for Inari to come back so we could say goodbye. But I think Inari actually left so much sooner. I think Inari packed her bags, and I think she actually left the night before. But it's fine. I'll see her again. I'll see her again at some point. So I say goodbye. I help my floor mates. I help them pack their bags. I help them bring their bags to their car, and they leave. I come back to my room. I finish packing my stuff. I finish packing. What is it? My toothbrush. And that's it. And we check our room, make sure we clean up the mess. We put it all in one spot for the cleaning ladies, so that they don't have to work too hard to clean up. It's hard working in a hotel, right? So you don't want to put too much extra stress on them, because they're hardworking. They're hardworking. Like usually, like a lot of times they're immigrants and stuff, right? They don't make a lot of money, so don't make it worse on them by like giving them some kind of like back injury from repetitive movements, right? Make their life a little bit easier. Always respect service workers. So then Azir drives me and Jack out, and we go get breakfast. We have like a long talk over some Chinese food, which was really good, by the way. We went to a restaurant that like made its own soy milk. It was really good. It was really, really, really good. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. Once again, I'm sorry I can't give you guys recommendations. The guy talked me out of getting Mishue. I'm regretting it so hard. Yeah, because like we were so full. Li and Bai. Yeah, it was called Li and Bai. It was outside of downtown. We drove for like 10 or 15 minutes to get there on the highway. It was really good. It was really good. But also like at that point, I think my stomach was dying from all the alcohol I drank and how like greasy and sugary and carbohydrate heavy. I did not have any vegetables the whole time. I think Li and Bai was like the first time I had vegetables the entire trip. And like I was feeling so bloated. Every meal I was having made me feel pukey. So I was not having a great time. The food was good. I was not feeling very well. Fiber, get your fiber. Hey Fuka, hi. Oh my goodness. Fuka, I walked people home. You can't yell at me for not walking girlies home anymore. I'm a responsible man now. You have changed me. You taught me that lesson. So now I will always insist. And even if the girlies say no, I will always walk them home. Okay? I've learned my lesson. You can continue yelling at Azure though. You can continue yelling at that guy Azure. But anyways, what else was there? What else was there? Like, yeah, ever since you yelled at me, I made sure that every single girly I hung out with late, I made sure that they all got home safe. Okay, I'm responsible. All right. But anyways, after we had that, long debriefing, we talked about what happened at Offkai, all the experiences we had, and then Azure dropped me and Jack back off at the hotel, and we went. This is like where some of the craziness happened. This is where some of the you can walk home. You don't need to walk home. All right. I believe you. All right. This is where some of the craziness happened, because at this point there were still a lot of people I haven't met. Guys, this is the first Offkai where I did not get to meet a majority of the people who I wanted to meet and talk to. I think because Offkai has just grown so big and so huge, and everyone's like scattered in every direction, that it's become so physically hard to be in the same spot that I could not meet everybody I wanted to see, and I felt very sad about that. So at the last moment, I, being a very foolish person, decided I was going to be greedy and message people and ask who's still at the hotels, ask who's still in town, who's like going to the airports. And some people told me that they're going to go to the San Jose airport. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to the San Jose airport. I looked it up, and apparently there is a shuttle bus that runs from the San Jose airport to San Francisco International. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm a smarty. I know how to use public transit. I can do this. I won't get in trouble. 2 hours later, I was in big trouble. I was in so much trouble. But me and Jack, we took the VTA, we took it up to the San Jose airport, and the VTA for some freaking reason doesn't go directly to the airport. You have to get off the VTA, you have to take a bus, and then after you get on the bus, do you have to take anything else? No, I think you just take a bus from the VTA, which is really weird. The VTA should go directly to the airport. Why doesn't it stop at the airport? Why did we get off of the bus? That doesn't make any sense. Record scratch. Hey Trent, hello. Man, I wish guys, Trent Deadwood was, I believe you were carrying around a plank of wood. And you were having people sign it. I'm so sorry I did not sign it. Like, I saw you were carrying around that plank of wood, and I thought I was hallucinating. I'm like, that can't be a plank of wood, can it? Granted, like, I have a nearsightedness, and I'm too embarrassed to tell anybody, and I don't wear contacts. So like, instead of squinting, I am squinting, but I can just barely make it out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just probably hallucinating, right? It's probably not an actual plank. So I didn't ask about it. But I think it was actually a plank of wood that he was having people sign. It was red maple. Oh, wow. Wait, isn't that like kind of fancy? Isn't red maple a hardwood? Yeah, I was the wood man. Hello. I'm just talking about, I'm on the last day. I'm on Monday now, right? That guy has wood. Yeah, he has wood. It was quite hard. Mainly been around Anaheim and San Diego, Los Angeles. You're getting walked home every time. Now, please don't walk me home, Azure Senpai. This blind motherfucker yelled at me for not acknowledging him for waving, but in reality, he just can't see. Shut the fuck up. I was with my friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my roommate. So I waved at him. And then like, I couldn't see Azure wave back, and like none of my friends could see him wave back at me either. So we all just thought he ignored me, and I just felt really embarrassed because it seemed like I was getting ignored. My friends witnessed me getting ignored. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we got to the San Jose airport, which by the way is a very tiny airport. It's so incredibly small. And so I get there, I messaged the people. The one person who told me he was going to be at the airport, he said, yeah, I don't get there until like 5 p.m. Which by the way, my flight is at 5:40. So I realized, okay, that's a no. That can't happen. And I messaged my other friend. He's like, oh, I'm already at my gate. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to ask you to go out of security just to see me. So, you know what? Whatever. I'll see you next time. Okay? I'll see you next time. These guys are all like big streamers, by the way. I think they're corpo streamers. They're corpo streamers. These are dudes, though. So fuck. I did not get to see either of them. So you know what? All right. So let's just get on the shuttle. All right. So me and Jack like scramble our brains trying to figure out how to get on the shuttle bus. And when it came time to like we realize you have to buy tickets to the shuttle bus. It's like, okay, yeah, we don't mind. Let's buy shuttles. Let's buy a ticket. And then I'm looking at it and it's asking for like which time zone or which time period we want to get the shuttle. And it's like, huh? What the? At this point, it is like, what? 2 o'clock, I think. I think it's like 2 o'clock. And we're looking at it and we're like, wait, where's the shuttle bus comes every hour. So like, where's the 3 p.m. shuttle bus? Why does it only show the 4 p.m. bus? It turns out you need to reserve in advance. The shuttle bus straight up just does not drive unless people buy tickets. Like, at least like over an hour in advance. So we're like, fuck. We're just like, fuck. How do we get, because like, you know, the shuttle bus, right? It rides along the bay. We thought it would be a beautiful scenic route, even if we didn't get the chance to meet my friends, right? We thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to like drive around along the bay to just stare at the water as we leave? Wouldn't that just be so aesthetic? But what ended up happening was that we couldn't get it, and we're scrambling. Oh shit, that's bad. So we realized, okay, do we take an Uber to the San Francisco airport? I look at the Uber and it costs like $130 to drive. Fuck! $130 to get from San Jose to San Francisco airport. God damn it! It's very pretty, yeah. Maple's hardwood, but among maples, it's softer. I see. Yeah, sorry for yelling. So we're kind of in panic mode at this point because like the shuttle would have gotten there in 1 hour, but we don't have that. And we're trying to look at, and like apparently the only other way to get to the airport is by taking the Caltrain. And we're not near a Caltrain station. So I look at an Uber, like very quickly we hire an Uber. We get that Uber to go to the nearest Caltrain station. As I am getting on the Uber, another VTuber friend messages me. He's like, yo, wait up. And it turns out as I got on the Uber, my VTuber friend saw me walking and so this is some Looney Tunes timing shit. So like one person is not even at the airport by the time I get there. The other person is past the gates, is at the gates waiting for his plane. And the third person is not able to stop me as I'm leaving. What is this Looney Tunes ass timing bullshit here? What is this? It's so dumb. It's like God thought that I was having too much fun on Sunday and decided that I needed to suffer again. So yeah, we get to the nearest station. I believe it's like the San Antonio Center station. And we get there, and it's a fucking maze. For some goddamn reason, they just refuse to install elevators at these places. Instead, they have like these long, extremely long winding ramps because they're just too poor to afford elevators or something, right? They're just too goddamn poor to get it. And like, I see a train when we get off I see a train that's there, and it's the express train that we need to take, and it's there as we get out of our car. And like, I am running my ass off because I know we have to get on that train. Jack is carrying 3 bags, which is really bad because it means that he can't move very fast. And also Jack is just not experienced with taking public transportation. So he just doesn't know how to move fast, which is, you know what? My fault. I decided on this route. I'm the one who insisted on meeting all these VTubers last minute. My bad, okay? It's completely my fault here. I can't even blame Jack. Jack was not prepared for this. This was my choice. I try my best to run to the train. You have to like walk. You have to walk downstairs and then like go through an underground little tunnel, and then you have to go underneath the train tracks basically, and then you have to walk back up. And I was so tired by this point, but I needed to get on this train, so I was lugging my suitcase, which is as big as a suitcase as you can carry on a plane. It's a checked suitcase. So I almost get to the train, but Jack is too slow, which is not his fault because I am the one who made us do all this. He was not prepared for this. And we missed the express train, which was pretty fucked. It really fucked me in particular in the end, because I had like 5:45, something like that plane. Jack's plane was much later. Like Jack did not need to hurry. I'm the one that needed to hurry. I think it would have been. I probably what it should have done was just get on it anyway, because it was important, because I was about to miss my flight. We took a train, the next train, but the next train was not an express train, right? It was not an express train. We sat on it, and it took so long because it was not the express train. It took like another hour and 30 minutes to get to the airport. And, we get there, like, okay, fine. It's fine. It's whatever. We're late. Whatever. It's fine. We still have an hour before the plane takes off, before there's a boarding, right? So I get to the counter, right? I get to the counter to check in my bag. I've already checked in online, right? So they've already confirmed my booking, right? But when I get to the counter, there's nobody there. There's nobody at the fucking counter. Like, why? And I look around, and other people are confused too. And like I try to get my booking pass, and it's not there. So for context, the airline I'm going with is an ultra low cost carrier. It's not a low cost carrier. I think like Southwest in America is a low cost carrier, but no, I'm going with an ultra low cost carrier. And I did not read the fine fucking print. The fine print states that the check-in counter is closed 90 minutes before the plane takes off. And I was around 80 or 70 minutes. So I'm like, fuck. What do I do? This is a really bad situation. I can't get past security because I don't have my boarding pass, and I don't know what to do. And what ends up happening after I panic for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Jack, no printing machines. No, there's no printing machines. The check-in counter is just completely closed. No printing machines. I can't print my baggage ticket to offload my suitcase. And I can't find my boarding ticket because the link that I have in the email 404s. So what happens, the email they send you for your boarding pass doesn't actually contain the boarding pass. It contains a link to the boarding pass. And me being stupid, I did not save an image of my boarding pass. Yeah, nightmare. Absolutely nightmare fuel. I did not save the image of my boarding pass because I'm fucking stupid. So Jack runs into the gate to ask the people at the gate what to do. And he manages to get in contact with them. He goes to security. He manages to get in contact with them. Luckily, the gate is very close to security. And he tells me, okay, it's in there. It's in the email. You just have to keep looking at the very bottom. And I'm like, okay, fine. I scroll down. And so what in this email, right? What it is that it's the link and it's an explanation. And then as you scroll down, it becomes another language, and you scroll down, it's another language, and there's 10 different languages. And apparently if you scroll down all the way to the very bottom, there's a link to the boarding pass. It's the exact same identical link as the one at the top, except this one does not 404. Yeah. Exactly. This ultra low cost carrier is doing shit that is borderline illegal. They know it's completely illegal to just not give you your boarding pass. So they include a link at the very bottom hidden in the fine print in another language. And if you hit that one, you get your boarding pass. And that's what I got. And I was able to get through security. Security had to check my oversized luggage, which was not supposed to go through there. But I had no choice, right? Because I couldn't print out my suitcase slip, right? They I have some souvenirs that I bought that they confiscated, but you know what? I don't give a fuck at this point. Just let me through. Take what you need. Eventually I get to the gate, and I talk to the people there, and they're like, okay, you need to pay a fee for your suitcase, for your oversized suitcase. And like, you know what? I'm not even gonna argue at this point. Just take it. It's only like $20, whatever. Fuck you. Right? I think the staff there is not at fault. It's just the policy of the company is really fucked up. Because, you know, ultra low cost carrier, they're there to fuck the poor. You know? They're there to take advantage and fuck the poor. So yeah, I just do that. I thank Jack so much. Jack really saved my life here. I would have missed my flight. Like, I could have bought another flight, but like, that would have been so much money wasted for me to just buy another flight. You know? So yeah, thank you very much, Jack Nyeko. You saved my goddamn life. And you saved me from my mistake. So, guys, don't get greedy. Don't try to like meet people last minute like me. I thought I was really smart. I thought like, I've been to so many countries. I know how to take public transit. I know how to get around. And in the end, the American system fucked me. The American public transit system fucked me. Because it doesn't make any goddamn sense. It is so goddamn bad. I'm sorry. Like, I know the Bay Area is supposed to have like the best transit in America, but like that shit was made by the devil. That shit was designed by the devil to scare and confuse people. Like, it's no wonder that like Americans don't trust public transit. It's bad. It's genuinely bad. Oh man, you guys got your work cut out for you making this shit functional. So, you know, eventually I get on board. I'm sweaty from running. I'm sweaty from panicking. Right? And I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I get on my flight, and I go home. It's uneventful besides from that. Best in America is usually worse standard in other countries. I thought it would work. I thought I was smart. But no, the system beat me. The system just beat me. I thought I could do it. But the system just completely beat me. Don't be greedy, guys. Don't try to meet people last minute, you know, thinking, oh, you have plenty of time. Don't do that. Right? I thought, you know, for the first time, I had my suitcase packed the night before. I'm full of energy. I can walk around and do what I want to. And that was a terrible mistake. On your last day, don't do any of this stupid bullshit. Just go to the goddamn airport and wait for your plane. Just do that. Don't fuck around. Cause I fucked around and I found out. And I don't think I'll ever try that ever again. This trip was full of so much drama, man. I learned a lot. I think I grew. I think I grew by several years here. And I'm glad that I had friends who were here to help me out when I needed it. I'm so glad. But yeah, I got home, and now I'm streaming now. I'm streaming now. I met so many people. I got a bunch of business cards. So many business cards. Actually, I'll bring it out here. I'll bring out my business cards. Actually, give me 1 second. Like I took a photo of all the business cards I got. Where is it? Give me just 1 second. Let's see. It's this one. It's this one, yeah. Also, like I got for the first time, I got a bunch of gifts for people, and like one of the souvenirs I got was like really nice. All right. Come on, computer, come on. All right. We'll do that. Yeah, okay. All right. yeah, so oh, wow, that's a big foot. That's a big. Yeah, this is all the stuff I got from Offkai. This is all the stuff that I got from Offkai. So much stuff, right, guys? I met so many people. And there's so many people that I didn't meet. I met a lot of new friends and new folks, new acquaintances, and some of my long-standing friends I wasn't able to meet at all. I actually did not get that many ribbons. I'm not much of a ribbon person. I don't put ribbons on my badge. What I do is I keep the ribbons and I just put them in my card binder. But yeah, I got a lot of stickers. I got a ton of business cards. I got standees. I got charms. I got a notebook. And at the very top is actually I got a gift for someone. I got, if you've watched Witch Hat Atelier, there's a mascot character called what is it called? The Brush Buddy, and that's what that guy is. So I bought that as a gift for someone, and they were very happy when they screamed when I handed it to them. I've been starting to find out that I maybe bought a not normal amount of merch. I'm not really a merch kind of guy. Also, I got like the Iron Mouse card in the gacha. I'm probably gonna sell it. I'm gonna see if I can sell it on eBay. But yeah, there was a lot. There was so much. I'm very grateful that I got to meet so many people. But yeah, like, I think I only bought like 3 or 4 items in this photo. The rest of it is just business cards, all the different people that I met. I'm very happy because this is the first time I actually brought my own business card. And I don't think I took a photo of my own business card. I probably should have done that. Whoopsies. I'm very happy I actually got to meet you this time around. Yeah. Because like, we did meet for the first time last time after the orchestra did its performance at Offkai, but it was brief because like you had to do something. You were really busy, so I only just caught you and I was only just able to say hi. I'm really glad I got to become such good friends with Azure Sniper. Genuinely, this guy is so fucking funny. He's so fucking funny. And yeah, that is my Offkai. There's a lot of drama. There was so much drama at this Offkai. There was love, there was betrayal. Right, there was hope, there was despair. I really had to use the rest of this fucking guy. This fucking guy. This man. He's so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Azure Sniper, everyone. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed me recounting my Offkai. It was enjoyable to you guys. I don't think I really have much else to say. I've got some work to do after this stream, so I think I'll leave it at that. It was almost 3 whole hours of just yapping, so I hope you guys will be satisfied with that. I hope you guys will be satisfied with that. And I'm just gonna... Do you have any questions? Do you guys have any questions before I have to end stream? I'll be taking this is now an Ask Me Anything stream. AMA, the AMA portion, the Q&A, please. Do you guys want to know anything about what happened at Offkai? Because if not, I'm ending stream. What was your favorite moment? Honestly, it was really just going to the bar with Azure and the VTSO friends. It was really just that. I'm a very simple guy. I don't need excitement. My excitement is just meeting people and speaking from the heart. Having a casual fun time. That's all I really want in life. That was my favorite moment. I'm sorry if that's like a little bit boring and like, you know, not so eventful, but that it really is just what I truly enjoy. Sorry, it's not something flashy like you know, a concert or anything. I didn't actually go to any of the concerts at Offkai. I didn't purchase them at the time, and like the one time that I did decide to go to a bar at night, right? I had that little emergency going on, so it's just how it is. Is there any other questions? Any other questions before I have to end stream? Because I think I was quite thorough with my explanation of everything that went on. I got a ticket to go to a concert and didn't go. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Did something happen? Like, why weren't you able to attend the concert? Spent the time with new friends instead. Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to spend time with your friends. Meeting friends is never, you know, it's never like bad to meet new friends, right? Exactly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to raid into a VTuber that I greatly respect. I'm going to raid into Hiragi Emuri on both Twitch and on YouTube. So please treat her well, okay, everyone? Please treat her well. I'm going to start the raid now. There was a con I went to a couple years ago where I was willing to meeting someone and completely forgot we'd never met in person, so I ended up wearing solid green so he could find me. That's a good idea. It's hard to meet people, right? It's hard to just like, especially in a crowd, you should wear something that's really noticeable. So for me, I was in cosplay, but for other people, they might have other techniques for that. But yeah, my throat's kind of shot now. I talked maybe more than I should have. But anyways. ではでは、今回の配信を見に来てくれて、皆さんありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。Let's Haku, let's Raven, and we're gonna start the raid. All right then. Bye bye.